Cowboy Bebop episode 2 we are doing today. Last week we started this series and I was very impressed with it. I mean, it's strange, right? Going into like an older anime. I mean, I do want to say off the top, some of you would know this if you've been on my channel before. And have seen me do reactions to a bunch of different stuff. I have expressed before that I'm not as big a fan of older anime in general. I tend to like the direction that anime has gone over the years, and I prefer a more modern style anime. It just hits a lot more for me. The animation stylings that we've progressed to today, like even though it's more digital and probably some people see it as like less passionate, for me it really works, right? And I want to say that up top because it really does show that, like, if I enjoy this show, and I think I really will, that's just a big compliment to this show, that like despite it not being my style, I still really like it. And so far the first episode was really good. I mean, it was like a cool little instance of world building. Like I'm kind of getting this world, but it's gonna take me a little bit to understand what sort of world they're setting up here. I understood the characters quite nicely. It was a pretty enclosed little story as well. Like if you'd showed me that episode and gone, that was a short film that someone made, I would go, oh yeah, that makes sense, because it did feel like an enclosed, finished story, really. But as being the first episode of a series, that's pretty exciting because there's some fun places you could take those characters. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes. I'm looking forward to when we get introduced to some of the other characters that I know are in the cast. I think the main cast is still the two that we know, which is Spike and Jet. And then also Faye Valentine. And I don't know if Ed is like part of the main cast, or if I believe Ed is a female, if she is like a side character but just like a popular one, I don't know. It's really, I know a lot about this series from an outsider's perspective, in that I know the vibe that it has, and I know the names of the characters and the look of the characters and stuff, but really their roles in the story and the actual story that will play out, I don't know anything about it. I don't know what the overarching plot of this will be, or if it is even an overarching plot. It might just be like a Monster of the Week type series. I would prefer if it's more of an overarching plot, but I guess we'll see. I also don't know if this series has like a villain or anything. That's interesting to me as well. Like, is there a villain? Is there like an overarching BBEG? I don't know. So let's jump into this. This is episode 2 of Cowboy Bebop. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reactions as well as early access. You can get episode 3 on my Patreon account right now in full-length version. You just have to have your own footage, sync it up. It's a great way to spend more time with me. But yeah, go check that out. Otherwise, let's jump into this. This is episode 2 of Cowboy Bebop. It looks like Ed's in the intro, so maybe she is part of the main 4.
You can't run anymore. We'll shoot. It's all over, Abdul Hakeem.
Abdul Hakeem.
You're crazy.
Oh my gosh. He wasn't that crazy. Stray Dog Strut.
Hi, amigos. All 300,000
Time for Big Shot, the show that tells all about fugitives.
Okay.
First today
Is it gonna be a wanted posters?
Abdul
Yeah.
Hakeem in his latest crime spree. Hakeem nabbed an innocent lad.
This is an interesting way to show bounty posters.
He's worth a whopping 8 million wounds.
8 million.
Our standard.
You kill him, kiss the reward goodbye.
Oh, okay. It's not dead or alive.
Hey,
What
Yo,
the heck?
Doc,
Dr.
got
Wiley?
but only if you make me a solemn promise.
Like what?
Punch him out for me.
Whoa, look at this So, man, I was just trying to take in that scenery.
His carrying case was very distinct.
His face is distinct.
Charge, right?
Whoa, that's a skinny person.
Have pineapple, he say.
Give me some louch. Sorry there, bro. A little slip, you know.
It sounds like there's a vast diversity
I
of
said I was
voice
sorry,
actors.
Oh, you think you're
Different
too quick to
nationalities
talk to
and
me.
such.
Is that it?
Ugh.
Hey, what's your problem? You want to fight or something?
Oh,
Here, it's my treat.
that's disgusting.
Drink it.
Oh my god. Oh shit. Dude, this man just made someone drink a cockroach. I wouldn't be stealing from him.
All right. Oh, let's see what kind of loot I got.
This looks like Leorio. Oh, it's an animal.
And Hakeem's still out there, eh?
Seems that way.
Damn it. He
Seems
has no
that
idea
way.
what that thing.
Headshot? What kind?
Oh, I like his little
shady
star
Listen,
tattoo.
bro, here's the deal: human lives, and of course, choice
Uh-oh, that's not
information can
good.
be purchased as well.
You can
so
buy
if you want to know
people.
something, let me see, sir. It's off Siphon Road, past the Cyber Mall. Pretty sure you'll find what you're looking for.
Animal treasure? What the heck?
Look, but that's all.
There's some
I'm not
unique
promising I'll
designs
buy
in
it,
this
not
show.
till I've seen it.
Right, fine.
Of like the random people. Oh my
Run out
god.
of funny, Hakeem.
You got it all wrong. I'm not.
Ah,
Pretty slippery the way you change your face around.
that makes
But
sense.
you're not slipping out on me.
What?
He thinks he's
Now, both of
Hakeem.
you stop this funny business.
Go on. Aww! Little
A Welsh
puppy!
corgi. I'm afraid they're hardly a rare breed.
Well,
That is
how
so
much is it
cute.
worth? I mean,
No, 2 oolongs.
No way.
What?
Yes way, and if you don't like it,
Oh, he was carrying around a little puppy in a case? Why was he in a case? There he
you want
was.
that baking?
120.
0.
Oh
I'll
shit.
take it back.
oh, not again. What? No.
What? He doesn't like Abdul?
My baby's all running away.
I thought it was gonna be like Abdul's sworn friend.
All right.
Don't hit the dog.
What the hell's going on around here?
Oh my god, it's a four party chase. Dog chased by a man, chased by a truck, chased by our main character. How is he keeping up with the truck? I like this music. Oh shit. Oh! Oh. Yeah, I was about to say he's just gonna knock over the table. And why are they mad at them? That's so funny.
Full of oolong.
What's it to you?
Nothing but a giggle.
Yeah, what's
You're
his
worth a barrel full of oolongs
game
yourself,
here?
my friend.
The dog isn't even trying to get away anymore. Just watching.
What?
Holy shit! They're gonna rip through it. Yeah. What if we keep the dog?
I'm not in a great mood right now, alright?
Aww. The dog might be like a little mascot, like pet for the Bebop.
Here you go. A nice little collar, all right? That's all the presents there are.
Shit! This whole thing gives us worthless mutt.
Ah!
Kids and pets.
Why?
They're all a
Look
royal
at
pain in the butt.
He's so cute though. Oh my god. That's gonna be terrifying.
What?
Seems that way.
We have no clue.
Seems that
We've
way.
got to find it. Deep shit, my friend.
Seems that way.
All that work, the experiments. It'll all be for nothing
That's
if this
so
gets out.
funny.
Seems that way.
Why don't you do this part of it?
That's so
Complaining
funny.
again. What do you mean impossible? Why? Hey, wait a minute.
She's not going right for him anymore.
Really great plan here, Jet.
Is that
Hey,
Roshi?
you! Don't care.
It'll draw attention.
It's our only option. We're ready to go. Then do it.
Okay. They're using a dog whistle.
Is it on? I can't hear it.
It's too
That's
high
the
pitched,
point.
only
It's a
animals
dog
can pick it up.
whistle.
I knew that. I was testing it.
Here's another great
This show is
moment
way
of
funnier than I
Spike,
thought it was.
famous bounty hunter and dog
It's
wolf.
drawing near. In fact, it is here. It is right here.
I'll pay you when I'm rich.
Not again.
Damn, there's like a just married
Are you
spaceship.
happy, dear?
Everything's perfect.
Or maybe it's just a car, but a fancy car.
Excuse me?
Oh my god! It's just a car.
Devil, do you think you're
Oh my gosh. Got every dog except this one.
time for it?
No! Oh, I hope that's a peaceful sleep. Oh my god. Oh my gosh! What are you doing? Oh! No! Oh my god, would that have been safer than landing in the water? Maybe if you descended at the same rate.
He stole a mysterious data dog, which was developed in an illegal research lab.
A data dog?
Though we do know it is a very canny canine. Collectors
Okay.
will pay a fortune for it.
Just a clever dog.
That, a genius hound dog.
It's like
I'd to own a
Bond
dog like
in
that.
Spy
I'm
Family.
afraid this one disappeared with no one knows, but shucks howdy. It's time for a commercial.
Maybe. Maybe he was worth a bit more.
Hey,
Get down. No dogs on the table. Stray mongrel mutts in here.
but you're the one who brought him here.
Please warm up to this dog
Anyway,
throughout the
we gotta do
series,
something about the
please.
chicks.
See you next time.
See you, Space Cowboy. Aww. I loved that episode. That made me much more excited for the show than the first one did. I mean, the first one I really enjoyed. The first one was great because it gave me the confidence in the show's vibe and, you know, ability to tell like a sort of more emotional story and animation. But this episode was great because it gave me confidence in its entertainment value, which I think is really, really important to a show. Is like, it can be really well done, but am I going to have fun watching it as well? Which is really important because sometimes there are shows that I really like in terms of how well done it is, and I like thinking about it and talking about it, but actually watching it, it's sometimes I prefer the feeling after I have watched it rather than the act of watching it itself. And like it's strange because I don't think those types of shows are bad, and I don't want to not watch those types of shows because, as I said, I like thinking about them. I like having watched them. I like taking in what they did and considering it. But I'm glad that this show in this episode fully straight up entertained me for 24 minutes and like entertained me because it was an interesting, I mean, it's a fun enough like little, silly adventure of like, oh, we need to go get this briefcase. Oh, the briefcase has a dog in it. What's with the dog, It also got me sort of invested just because it's a cute dog, I guess. Like, that's an easy thing to get invested by. But also, when I saw the potential of like, oh, wait, if we get this dog and save this dog, we might be able to, like, this might be able to be a permanent cast member in this show, which would be amazing. I really want to watch Spike. I can't remember if Spike or Jet is the main character. I think Spike is, right? Do I have my notes? Do I have Cowboy Bebop in my notes? Spike, yeah. Spike is the main character. I want to see Spike warm up to this fucking dog throughout the show. I really hope that happens. I hope by the end of the show he is like... I don't want the dog to die and him be like crying over it, but I want him to just be like, by the end of the show, he's like sitting there with the dog in his lap, like, cuddling with him while he's doing other shit, like that would be great. But yeah, so I really liked that. And then the episode was just funny as well, like genuinely really funny. The seems that way. The like guy, the Squidward sounded motherfucker, who's just like every time they cut back to him, they were having a conversation and one guy was talking and then he was just like, seems that way. Yeah, it seems that way. Seems that way. It's just a really, really funny way of like that wording of that sentence. I think like it's such a weird sentence to constantly be repeating. I think it would have been less funny if he was just like yeah like that. It still would have been funny, but it would have been less funny. But seems that way for some reason is so good. I wonder what it was in Japanese. Was it like so desu ka? Was that what it was, or something like that? I wonder. I mean, I've got the episode up here. Let me try to find it. No, okay, it was something different. The thing about it was I just watched the Japanese version of it, and it's funny, but it's not like, it doesn't feel like it's as much of a joke in like, because the guy sounds a lot more serious in the Japanese version. So I feel like the dub really elevated that scene, made it really funny. But anyway, the other thing in this episode that was really funny was the driver when the dog whistle started and he was like, I can't hear anything. Why can't I hear anything? And they're like, it's a dog whistle. That means it's a pitch that only dogs can hear it. And he goes, I knew that. I was just testing you. Like, it's just like it's a classic, it's a classic joke. I mean, that's in a fuck ton of media, that exact joke. But like, just, I don't feel like I've seen it much in anime, and it just like it being in an episode like this, in a show like this, pretty early on, when this show has given me these sort of like, kind of, I don't know how to describe it, but like these old school Western vibes or whatever, that like I didn't feel like there would be that type of humor in this show, and so it was actually kind of a surprise to me at like that it was throwing jokes in like that. It was great, and I feel like this show so far, another huge thing I can give it a compliment on is all the side characters have been really uniquely designed and just like really great characters. Like pretty much every single side character that's popped up, I have been interested in them in some way or another. So those two guys in the van, for sure. The guy in this episode who was like able to track people with his bird or whatever was interesting. The woman at the pet shop was interesting. The guy who stole the briefcase was interesting. Like, they all had their own like part to play in the episode, and they're the sorts of characters that I imagine I'm not going to see them again, but regardless, it doesn't matter because they were interesting. They weren't just placeholder characters. They were actual interesting designs and fun takes on these sorts of characters, and like they had personality to them. It was great. It was really enjoyable. I'm talking like this because I'm genuinely impressed. Like, I know people love Cowboy Bebop, but there's, as I said, like, I'm just surprised at how much I really had fun with this episode, especially since I love when I really like an episode and I can tell it's like nothing important happened. Like, I mean, we got the dog and stuff, right? But it wasn't like I really liked this episode because there was this amazing emotional moment or this incredible animation. But when I just really liked an episode just because it was a solid execution of something simple, that's when I know that a show is hitting with me, is really good. So yeah, this is really good. This is really fun. It was really, really fun episode. So that was Cowboy Bebop episode 2. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support this video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length, early access, and exclusive videos. I will see you next time. Goodbye.